Mo bibia kwaba na yemfo mbra yem platform we eso Paul Yandoh MPP Ashanti regional communications director na solid money we share na kwanhia we nye sebi uwu anase we nye sebi prebi na mom court case Chairman Wontumi enche kakra bi mretie wa bi ombetimi di na kopiem ewo court bill na asem no modi ahihye so na ankasa ne former manager ura ye freno kuku yes obetimi ayeden testify against it. Now before that the Paul Yandoh any NDC communicator suru aklash on Ishra TV Ishra FM na wo hwe hawa Paul Yandoh keka nsem na Paul Yandoh de enkade ba akopɛ NS fatano eno ane se obeye comic reliever eno ane se obeye comedian any kwazem koye politician because when in kasa when in niye how is behavior Paul Yandoh de on so bi oye politician busia mesro se be kone kwa kwoti nse ni bi ekoba ibeto aso for wadwin eto comment section wadwin kire na yehu de won so odwin yenkombra ekoba ibeto aso
kronketwa ni bi on se that check wo modi miensa ayede ye ba kono ne se benya donor pool ne se ye wa MTN pool ke se bi wo ha na no ama network no ye nearby pool ene wo ho ana say ye be cable fiber cable ye be sa homa ade akọ na last one ye satellite ebe my signal na satellite company ene ne ye adwuma ema new adubiase adansia sokwa adansia krofrom sa area ho no kitahudi adwuma ku ne omo no nchenwa kakra aba ho ama yenya a new vendor awodeba enti ama ne ukopomu wa network nsem no enya ade a gina so yi omo mo ho nyina course ne ba de bia so mo nya
do we across for how long?
I think say it's about the second week money away. Me I do appreciate say wo ho na wo phone nya adwuma one day kra stress a wo kom enya ade a.
Can you speak to specifics? Mo se mo nya new vendor or dey ba or dey beba da ben. Problem no be solved da ben.
That's why I use the word technical. These are technical issues. Because a satellite will be deploying the equipment ni ade. But we per se nya a finality to the problem. Na yen concern ba enti ye sure mo bo say we no want it is solved. The Ombenya uninterrupted network supply in those areas. Na any board, Bakanwa, board in Aba. And now we have budget. And the schools are almost sharing say ebe more computers, almost cyber labs, it's ongoing. And the GD say it's fine. If you any the last one, now your head office will contact and it's another challenge. And see, Nana contact in an appointment chow. Na ye just head office no ye nyama nya won kwatakese wo but office na nkasa ye yeba Kumase kwadaso ye ne kwadaso municipal assembly no na ye share wo ntube Ashanti Regional Digital Center ene kwadaso fo na and the burden is for Ministry of Communication je no mo na share wo nti obia wo nkitahudie wo nsenkae bi a wo pese wo ne gifek enya san nkitaho no aye ukrom network na anya adwuma aye abefu computer CB in our school cyber labs you see the mother agency work name uba office wa you know be town we are here to serve the people.
More office so
Kwadaso municipal assembly you know mo na share wo to so follow your kwa udu your office now but it's body written you try anymore regional data center that is what the building the inscription there and from there then you go to Kwadaso municipal assembly into and na what can the for we intro we announcement now but feedback here positive no very quick one. And confusion so say ya network so make e kronki to anim any no model enti nipa bonfo bi tututu post no ho ne ma na no ma chankonia odiko assembly men opinion des amonku mo nya da biamba me catch am say obi aba so be ho adwuma mo seeking clarification from us say ni asma ni pa no so mbra because nyama no bo de pa obi ko to be free one na mo police a eboa ye nyina say mo frɛ mo anyaye a protocol ne say se ni pan ba ejuma okura mo make sure say man for bibia free wonko very important because for ye ejuma no don't want free and free wonko a mo bibia anyira ye but odi bibi ko say bia me ko change aba na okono amba bi mu a wadi munya nti so far Gifek we are on course and I'm Mr. Bedasi.
Okay, Bedasi, Solomon Anane, and Yatin and Kana, Ashanti Regional Manager Gifek, and also a member of the National Democratic Congress. Mame Enko Gabi Chire Jr., a communications team member at the UP Plus. Gabi, good morning.
Good morning.
Any special reason for Black Yana?
Oh yeah, me or them baby I say order from wash a mortuary.
Oh, too bad.
I think say Pennyphone Ningami on the 6th of December, Ebercronich Cracker.
December 6th.
Yeah, so
okay.
And then I'm share to
what do you say?
68.
68. Okay, we didn't check Kakra.
Yes, I near pen, but they be because and yet but anyone you be saying me question inti no pay more ding na because what the yamana simple on quan or the dom me ma me ni more holding say first time
yes
hosting and it's a pleasure meeting you.
Okay.
I no pay there so there any I check from I think say mama free more around July 11th.
Okay.
But I feel na kakanga na udra na be you udra ne san man nti made the kwetwa. I feel na say we have less than a month na yetimi akofra mo mechi. Eno no free mu dia ye ho ye. Okay. Ega edin kra ye calf time there nyame ado yetimi share because them say Chairman Wontumi then according to Paul there. NDC for na besesa.
Oba your kasa o do whatever question okay na UP plus never cause
oh nyame adom aba mpanifo hwehwe niam nti o mpanifo say abre wache wadwaya o ye no ho ye bebre enkomo bebre koso
okay
nti e bikra ekobotwa e bikra ye kra ne apigya ye dibrim e o UP to me abebo ama ya hyekyere o man.
So what's the etymology of the name UP plus?
In fact UP. I mean the plus and all these are to embellish it.
Okay.
Because I think because of the arousal and the free MPP by say they are using some sort of trade name. But you know that in law, when an entity is defunct and is not registered and they're in a corporate body, no matter what, if there's nothing like competition whatsoever, you can go ahead too. So I think court. I think all these were out of panic reactions because Sebe about to commission or onim day. Say if an entity like UP is in existence, our record or Yisi Australia on some Fedini Mama Yoko for and so all these things. I think when they're just to to fly it plus whatever, but the substantive matter is that there is a new kid on the block so far as our politics as a nation is concerned, and that is exactly what we're going to do for the Ghanaian people. And let me also use this to clear some propaganda names some of the intellectual community members said Dr. Zato they feel like it is an establishment to cripple the MPP. Say if no credit me obabunu mfiadua samiensa I will not waste my political inclination and resource and ability and I contribute to Ghana if I think an establishment will not serve any purpose so far as Ghana. And so I may not want to go into there's all these things are panic reactions, ill-will narrative to dim the lights of the new establishment. And so
there's a political party the last time I'm elections, in terms of percentage, when you're 0.16 and 0.BB, why will that formation be shaky?
That is one of the greatest propaganda ever in the history of our electoral processes. Let me tell you what happened. In fact, Movement for Change was never and was not a political party. It was a train for the Honorable Elijah Martin to run the 2024 election. This is a substantive party. It's different. This is now a party registered.
And he's the leader of your political party.
Because if you are running on an independent ticket, you need some sort of a train to run the elections. So Movement for Change was that pressure train.
Okay.
Because the position of the Movement for Change because in print a buy no coin or do my never so the bayan sense a crayeba. So Honorable Alanja Martin, you saw train to run the election. But this time around, that train movement for change, are metamorphosizing into a new political group. Now with structures, with organogram, with base. Into now, say na ye kwa battle. Easy accreditation. All members of movement to change. Accreditation to electoral centers at the right time. Polling station. Organizing, pulling the a problem. So there were a whole lot of electoral challenges. Anti-Mama vote, maybe I remember Tomaba, may Saba, we met Tomaba one crime. Baby, I'm a Tomaba, you doing me zero, the Tomala, Jamatin. Baby, honorable lawyer and appear down for me and I no more drive you straight to Achamota to vote. You will no many 0-0. All this, in fact, most of our land votes were counted as spot ballot because at the end of the day, it will not have effect on the NDC vote. It will not have because near
okay.
And the propaganda that checked out two. So now the NPP will tell you that a certain 2 million votes be Washanti Regina Ayrayanto. And these were the reflections on the ground. They told us Paul Yandoh Martin Yatumana because the propaganda the NPP sent in was that Onya MP scrano munya juma. And yeah, to be Island ya Tumananka or no bit my own and Tokra. That was what happened. And so now that 2 million are no more train. Oh, the movement for change for
assumption.
Oh, no.
These were a verifiable research worker.
They will tell you if I didn't know Oprah, there was some about publishing my paper.
AI says UP Nibiano Kasa, UP plus BI Kasa. It's like more focusing in eyes on the MPP. What's the problem?
Because you see,
because NDC need to right. Poor by on Kasa, but as a references in the MPP. Okay.
The truth of the matter is that maintenance of videos from Chantro.
Okay.
If the Ghanaian people know our regime of the party is washed and torn away. And the Adioananka party nanka no ya kono pa ma sebeza even the intellectual groupings. Party no ya kono ma wona emabunu wo fefe se wa ko school or pay party a wo emabunu ku e wo school den hokodom na e tescom. Enti anya me nwanwa say in 2018 a certain Pabula ene oye minister for youth na yakoshia ene current regional minister Mamie Yas. Na me makodi nanim say edan a ye cheche me na me cheche na otenas na wo ka kire me say ono no de the MPP has managed to put in the mind of the average Ghanaian student dream say the MPP is an intellectual base into ono no do obedi as youth organizer is to rewrite that narrative so on to build a very intellectual base for the NDC and he has done that and there are results to that effect and you know so because bia no nwunu bia enya no nwunu bia na say be do share ahora na so akotenefie but we are telling Ghanaians that there is a credible alternative so when say NDC no dey omonso omo dey nkra dey we
okay but that's it Gabi Trade Junior of the UP Plus no na Paul Yandoh MPP Communications Director ewo Asante Montumi Paul Machen na honamu ye boko there
that's it
asa ora ho ana
mini energy
adai
nyame aye na famu there
na dwanto aba entina ohuni energy mu ya na
dwanto ade se enu nyame aye na famu there na me am de me problems ne nam every say o man ya timu no ase ntichemu ewo mbebre. What I say, or tiny doors, or say, a general secretary press conference, or outline in no, a more money wasem. Aside that, and now no pay me buy put ye Eugene somewhere or car in your areho. What I say, areho, say, ya two aba ama buying, say, on shena or more money pass it to them, and ye a dear bit of my boy in your Nanso enne the basic thing I was here hwene ye no menua yintimi nye you see yesi nsuo no kra no because na minim say Ghana water treaty bibia wu sana nsuo na ni bete white ne pe na sana o mo ye de aka bia de
wa ban mu na nsuo na ni te san
enye wa ban mu asem enye wa ban mu ba bia du no nye wa ban mu asem o alita ba bia du no the
message
the
is
parliament no here to rectify things.
As important as the messenger. Yando, me said the message is as important as the messenger. There are some now can it's not as if say unya opportunity to be in government.
Salute who can say the name sorry quite.
There be one sorry say assembly or
I don't see to about here. Go for cancer more. Tebidity I did not to about here no was 14,000. And the tebidity to know 94,000. Tio 94,000 against 14,000. A dear Semunie. A dear Semunie, Ghana, Kohe. I'll bogalam says so 9 months penny to say there was Unimuni. Papa is one near Sra.
No, and the on cancer. I didn't change Pacho.
Ozai, and you now say high and Yakatasumo. I look at Yazana.
Yes, but so Ote.
What's one near Sra?
Take a course of assassin on TNT.
What is it? Yamin, the Chuchajeno, and Kaninqua was at Yabesi in Trim, my friend, Captain Mahama Diano. Sierra Rade may call me crutches. Why not Suma me and my bedroom have me be woo? What I say? Eti aye bejan wo bia no kan wasem minia so ebetina ha solo network I wo ho dada nkofo e de ye wo mon course ma dum no say new vendor ba ma dum no ene no kan eni enu amunya technical what's the new vendor ba kese ni old vendor e demand this ni
wo won ti ase no.
Oh, now, okay, a new vendor.
What's your money? Technical.
My party for who network data. It is a see how be catch there say new vendor bar. Old vendor no woo. So who crap on a new company na the state. It mu changing na NDC in the nyina yan so far. O my ben ye team way. O ti say na who ko social media so aluta. Yes, justice for Ransford. Mon signing gay bill. Nani panjai trumu ye dia. Yes, ye sign. And ye di trumusa.
No, I no pay. I mean,
Meboa. Debi Meboa. Enya sana koso a friend is social media say. What the American? Enya sana ye can social media say. Basic thing. Oma penisha no sign.
Okay, you
also sign. Eti dia koso ya ode. Wan kasa say ma say the two mu say ya say member of parliament omo nko ade an air condition say. Ase men o kan. Na ba be to ye there. 184 your friends MPs near ye muka every month. Yet me common fund. So project 250,000. Near ma 150,000 as supervision.
But I say I FM. Now frequency modulation 104.5. Kukran to me suni. Mama enko solo hona yen shase. Yes.
Me Yando Bayaj or send a reho. It's a send a sibofo. They no money BD. Our money by a regional director, communication director, Santa Region. I Chairman Wontumi. So who be our say your quiet. I say you super was sentimental. Only Erastus, so if you know, or quite content mine inside the barco. I watched the video and wept that day. I'm not money as soldier for a coy. Not a soldier for and not a bomb mining site in a home bra. Now, acquire your fast so beam woman and my GGB camera. You know if you had the camera, I did if you watch it just. The bomb can't shake. I'm not no man penny taboo, atom mining so a Ghana. In the MPP regional chairman, or your Paul Yandoh the boss, one a man appointment. It's in the direct boss. And now, dear woman, Suman, but not TV so now backbone in chain. That was the first time who buy a guy good man. No catch a gunner for say. Muslim Musica, I have solid gold. Senior come in front to me, see solid gold. Now back in the bonnet and say, no, you good, no, you good. Me say Ghana ya Tiano. Now ye too mining, but not pay you no bianco. I said when we can't maniate. Since dear man, some to me, big deal man you, deal man you bonnet. Since a quiet and anonymous Jama yang said that ma MPP Chairman Wontumi na do danko Akufo Addo ye hwe di mrako parliament safi de mumma ye kwan na yenko se kwaye yenko kwaye mu ko se kwaye and say that then what be John was say you see among some ye ni say ya obetin chan a wan twa beka sa manufo nyina nya correct me na me wo se pass obi abetu nya
amanya for se musuba mo dana
yes eh ye wani ma we mu bia
yes mo nka no kre
so obi abetu aka mining asem a akanya Paul Yandoh mining so obi abet me say wo boss a o ma wo appoint wo as the regional director
na ye twam wo
I'll come to you.
I was very quiet o boss wo appoint wo me say most of the forest was until Kodwemu a dodo na say no akunta mine have a hand in it.
Okay, so Lunti, meba musu tie me.
Ehona ye nsuo ene
mukreti atmosphere bi. Meba cho tie me. Mama wato asoba. Listen to me too.
Okay, ya ni ade na we. Mama ka sala me flow. Mama bi tika ni osifo.
Mama flow. Mama ye tiase se te se ne awokan ya wasen repeat wo ha no pai. Say akunta mining na na say forest no ha. Anya hwe for be 9 to 10 months. Yenim say omo ayamba go. Are you know isn't it surprising? Say baby on before and people are still in the forest, people are still in the rivers.
And it's in America say. Sada omutwa no more political power to me. Until they were untouchable. Paul Yandoh or the boss who can do nachi. Omukoko enuma. No more the to me na yako.
Okoko enuma mi nachi. That was what they are saying to me so. Okoko enuma mi nachi. That solo. We are diabolical. You try to be better so. Okay, you.
The point is that na all this I could do no enkofo be so fi say enei aso mo so party aba ti say no for no the impunity and yes sir pampani say di ne buba kan nya san ka no one day yo me no ba enti bi anka san na me wo say so what me kasa wo mining swa me nkasa say but when people like Paul Yandoh better we say never ho a never ho nya no at least today we have the will and then me who MPP regional NDC regional chairman bia backbone can say etiti so e good e che Ghana for nyina say
the moment I will go deny say illegal mine
oh na onu na ban the then minister for lands Peter Honorable Peter Mawu abeka say he is engaged in an illegality onu na minister o anya NDC minister
for you room when you see
onu na minister abeka say he is engaged in illegality. This is because or you engage in illegality. That's a bag about one. We can do that in France. But can you hold your person your beko? Until make us say, Obi say Paul Yandoh, Uba radio cinema to swat. And can some way because we are one say be a ne. Sikana munya, Anna Muliche Ghana for that we have solid money. Emphasis, solid money. Now all you not say, oh, Chairman Jay, what's me more? Chairman just for me more. And this kind of a massa into by session. Paul Yandoh and Yahweh. Other than that, everything today is better than it was yesterday. Boss, under the whims and caprices of the NDC, dollar near to say. And then come on, you know, dollar near say. Inflation near say. Price of goods and services near say. Chrono in government. Also, ban a pay and can this year because of Basso. Say among the Fourth Republic, party about power, 10 months, until any allegation about this administration. 10 months. MPP Sabre. Now, boss contaminated oil. My can say now the 5 million boss oil contamination. Sabre, no dear him. Not they were stealing. Let me quote MPP from penny for now. Canada, copy Japan. Or no more risk, says there's no tomorrow. To
what extent now, bet me I scupeti the member of parliament or war Asutifi North near Asutifi South. Yeah, linking it to yes.
Things are better and you might get in every facet of our society than it was yesterday. What we say, and maybe in Chibia,
I'll be a hypocrite. I'll be a hypocrite not to admit that fact.
Thank you.
I know, sir. Currently, we are doing a single digit.
Thank you. 8%.
Yes,
8%. You call 52 under the watch of Paul Yandoh and in the party. 54.
Yes.
Thank you for the correction.
We are doing better.
54%. They so correct me.
54. Let's go to Hidim. and the galamsey issues.
Seemingly
involvement of your member of parliament.
It cannot
be
members of parliament. Me, Seba issues of galamsey as a material scientist. Me am for the as a material scientist. As part of my study, me here preview to some of these things. A idea, minim yonia, yamfa kwan paso and two from a good year. A bayamo means also in its form in any way. And I've said in this studio, my videos are bound. Say yantokwa, I was say yakunye winning ne. Because you're winning now, and to go where the hawk was fitted to fight. Now, a beer and do almost no. None to qualify a ding, just a conene. So we need a holistic approach to fight this war and win it once and for all. Irrespective of the budget, me, Sammy President, every minister, every regional chairman, anybody, and all said galamsey chi, and we say, ye quiet, ensure the lives of individuals, and near my cost war mining site on Kakabini boss no, about drugs, prostitution, robbery, character. And Koda almost school. Yeah, new more going to join him because of school. If a teenage one, pregnancy, costume, and now we need a daughter for doing coma and someone catch you about Arabia Caneno. Nothing is so prevalent in our system. Nay, yes, so common. We hear it on daily basis. I will not be here to glorify the issues. But the point is that, baby, you do know what is a possible way forward. Which way I have reflected, me just me share East NDC was enough. Yes, sir. And I know the mommy EPA and then the team you go to. According to be said, me yes get the expert. But me, I am terribly surprised the way forward. You know why? Tima Mufono. And then say if you have watched price of water in you, the way at which air cost without control. Sir, maybe some company be and check be an 37 cities. That pack no. Yeah. The last time I checked,
that family pack no.
I have 50 some 60 something cities.
Yes. I bought my 58.
58. Thank you. I have 58 sister cities. Depending on maybe Aberton. And you see the rate at which are in Kofoni Koho in so year two in the near foreseeable future. Say or say a ton so na ya nom wo my moha. The question is, how many people can avoid our family pack? No, I need a year 58, a year 60. No. That is why, see, I can't anything mining now. I was saying so passionately. Governments have demonstrated their will. Say, or percent okum. I am a regional executive member of the NDC National Region. We have met officialdom. They have told us in the face, said they would not condone with any regional executive who would engage himself or herself with this activity. And to me, I am oblivious. Me commitment from government. But the question is, who is your 440? A common insight. Now a cromoni na wielding machetes in Nia and second pounds on you. What do? Do you fight back? Do you shoot? Do you retreat? Or you run? That's what we are now. And I think that, say, and Kono, you better device new miss. I move from the militancy. I admit, about stakeholder engagement because mine is in their stakeholders. I am for your stakeholders. Because I'm not a security expert, but from what I've seen, I was a sunafo. For what I'm seeing, I was Hano. I think that it's taking the new tracer. The usual Jojo is not solving the matter, and now people are fully armed. You know where this is coming from, but I think, say, I have stated here, say, any means necessary. I had the back on way because government have shown the commitment, but master, say, a binding show commitment. Say
consistent. You say government to show commitment. A commitment to bear.
The commitment be the makachon that we have been told in the face. So we are regional executive planner who engage here. Government will not condone. It means a buying. I say, we are going into this war fully to fight. 9 months have been commissioned. Don't you make commission? Was say, oh man, penny, me na mesmao. Power be any Ghana ha, a switch on penny power. In the call Mukwe, Mugan will be on Fremo, and can't Chemo say, Munkwa, Mamonka, Munya, someone say, you have my full backing, go with my strength. And that is what I think, say, Omukoye, they are doing. All MMDCs
and
have been called.
How different is that from Akufo-Addo can say I am putting my presidency on the line. There was interministerial committee.
The difference here, very clear.
What's the difference?
When Akufo-Addo minister came before his move, John Mahama Baye, that manifest portion of it was repealed. Say processes are ongoing for the entirety of the law to be repealed. And a commitment, Baye will give what instruction that no prospective mining or no mining lease should be given to anybody to enter any of our forests, to enter our forest areas. We declare forest known as a security zone. Yeah, within the months, they are conflicting.
Can you say, Uncle Kretumi and Memendano, since some mobile moon issue mining license?
That's why I can just say
yes.
There's a conflicting report. Me because I fed two reports. Me independent assessment to date. Bakusi Mabia, Bakusi Mata those are the 36 or 50. Say 50 about 50 or the 50. Those are the two conflicting reports that I have.
But for that, the one that I saw from Joy,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And 35 mining related licenses.
There is
issued since Mahama was sworn in. Yes.
That's a conflicting report. I've said because I say no license has been given to anybody to mine in any of our forest reserves. It's a vertic. Yeah, there are mining concessions are any forest. And if because I've not done an independent
more conversation. If I say more conversation, I'm referring to you and other NDC communicators.
Yes, sir.
Initially, no, not post channel say you buy and file license in Mobia. Then join news and release the idea. Now you are shifting the post. Say related, and you are not going to the forest.
There are two conflict. I use the word conflicting reports. I, Solomon, and I am two of them. Haven't done any independent verbal to assess say which of them is correct. In terms of the two now to the amount, and I need to be fair to Omo Mutiemi. And I'm a say embedded in this, even with the dry report, attest to the fact say even they claim that 35, none of them is in the forest reserve. The member can say. Quite you are quite betrayed and saying, thinking, say, I want a good power. Say ye to mining, a war, quite a moody, or Monpenny John Dramani Mahama, and then the Minister for Lands, and your Maka have shown commitment. That is a no go area, and that's all shall brute force our own call, irrespective. Is it not intriguing? Say, national focus, I can tell me. It involves a member of parliament, what do you mind Ghana? Processor, you come. To get a member of parliament arrested, anyone you can, and you can. So within this much of time, your board member of parliament, he's a legend. Say first depay bondi, no outside the country. Honorable Colonzada, outside the country. Second MP say, no me chum, but I have been processing to me who ye or I don't know na me know. But there are processes. So let us investigate. Let us find out. Say quite do no bona. Me Solomon and I'm the say, yes, so. Say what do bona said the Ghana and Marciano in the instance that government have shown, and I use the word again, commitment. Some commitment in the past
the as an Enfield on a scale of 0 to 10. Saying our rate more performance so far in the fight against illegal mining.
A question will say that we are in twofold. Our commitment to fighting the illegal mining. Memano, an excellent commitment. The second leg is that.
What is excellent commitment?
Oh, excellent. So, when you're excellent. So, you have done well.
I said on 0 to 10. A scale of 0 to 10.
Remember, 8. On the commitment to fight it. There's another leg of it. Because as a research student, or fight, has it yielded the needed dividends? Okay. People will so say, commitment I will put in, these are the dividends. The dividends, and yet that high. Okay. Because actors are more so many man the needed resource in cooperation in your. That is why in my submission I told you say I think that we need to be on round table, brainstorm and jojo and find a way. I'm concluding by saying fight against illegal mining must not be left to an individual. Our chiefs, our assemblymen.
We shouldn't be an individual fight.
We have said this time with that.
Okay, so let me dance it.
Senior, can't wait time with that number. And you see, and so say maybe I feel about so pull up me tapes from time memory Twitter. This has been my stand because I'm saying a fighter. We need to fight it today.
Do you want to decouple your stance from the major stance of the NDC and the current incumbent NDC?
What is the major stance? I want to know.
Okay.
Yeah, major stance NDC.
Oh, those times, the picture was
because I've been a communicator for the party for the
major stand of the NDC in opposition, and the problem is Akufo-Addo and Akufo-Addo.
But I have demonstrated to you. Say, umani panel license. Say, uncle. First, and come mania.
So you admit that now the problem is John Mahama. So John Mahama should fix it. You admit that.
What's the question? I'm not too late.
Okay.
Who was our commitment of government? And I tell you, very high.
Okay.
Then the next question was that the needed outcome. And I'm going to say, very low because they are progressive.
At least you've exhibited.
You see, on the see as MNP. Because I have said this and I'm saying it again. And I pay name the same better as you just said to amount some constitutional provisions. And that has been one of my underpinnings. Anytime they made Digalam say Hong Kong. You see, what was good yesterday is still good today. What was bad yesterday must be bad today. Because who is seeks equity must do equity. What was the narrative of the NDC in opposition? And what is their narrative now in government? And prim, ye need to cram me. I want to move on again. And this year, buy no pay to meeting or can some any no cre at the Ghana for
a dear no credit. Dear NDC can say, me you too. And Martinez Imperials work and I may say, say, Sam Reno, na minim bon some crab or Bora MPP, Akumum, minim the prim or Montenegro than another Akuma. Minim the opri sa micro 50-50 bino and our parliament in the 30s. Minimum more mutimi a yes, I only man or mutimi pass the LI 246. Because it is one of the dangerous things the NDC MPP government did to the Ghanaian people in the quest to fight in Galamsey. Because under the guise of legality, yen say near ma sebe ye dia tookrase in Chirima okura mehu. And so now, if around the day this parliament sits, no one say sebe, and who has a yin through Makacho said, yeah, a bebo mabaso in that sense. And it's hard in MPPA and what was the narrative of the NDC? Now, Akufo-Addo was saying so, was saying Sase, and to only declare a state of emergency. That was the rhetoric. This is what won the NDC election. So far as Galamsey narrative contributing to the victory of the NDC was concerned. A certain Sandoya, now a minister of state, what was his narrative? He was one of the frontiers of their campaign. Told the world that power is vested in the president. And that if the president have no way to fight in Galamsey, this is the moment. He can just press one button and Galamsey will be gone. And you may omu ye ABS will krum hasi. And ye mu be a catch the Ghana for what the NDC is doing is not a solution to the Galamsey. And they are not in any position to solving Galamsey minia. Adintia. The who say I say reserve player or T bench. Now when you are substitute to no album. What is happening is now it's like transfer of dockets. So far as this Galamsey menace, transfer of dockets.
Of course.
I'm not chasing.
Because it's like concession where all the magic, but the nipa. Why am I saying that? Let me give you why I'm saying that. On this same platform, on this same show.
That is serious allegation.
And I'm going to prove it.
Concession ben and him say NDC niaje.
And so I'm proving it. On this same show, on this same set, I was sitting at where I was sitting. Former Bruno East Regional NDC Secretary Muhammad Samsudin Tanaha baby me not ya. The pressure by the MPP on the NDC government currently, a government which is like 10 months old, say, Omuntu Galamsey are sitting in Anna, a mere rhetoric. So, Ghana phone say NDC for in Pamonini, Galamsey yet no more MPP for 20 years. Omu say Omu NDC for 20 years. Omu incited the Ghanaian people against the fight of Galamsey. And this is coming from a former regional executive.
And I'm doing something common for who.
Is that the position of government?
Look at the enclave.
Can that be the position of the NDC government?
Come on. You cannot decouple party from government. It is the party who bet government. And let me tell you what, there's a linkage. What happened as soon as for baby and how is it? As soon as which enclave? Asutifi north and south. I was which enclave? Catch me. Mehami areas na ewa. It is not the Bono half enclave. And this is coming from a former. And what is happening in Catcher said they have meetings with the structures and they are saying say yempany. These are not say rhetorics. Look at the link. A whole former regional sit.
What do you want to say?
About two in law. Principle of legality. Oh, you're a lawyer. What's it then? What is that? The principle of legality. A contract that is illegal at its inception is what? Void. And so once it is illegal, there is nothing there. How can an MCE in this government, NDC government, MCE, Solomon Kusi Braco, a Brim Central MC, tell Yang, said the nomination look at the SU, catcher or the jet from Galamsey for breaching the laws on Galam. How? Something that is illegal in its inception, how can you tax it? And this person is still at post. Or them because or sabotaging because they are coming from different parties. And if you come and tell me that NDC has a different script towards fighting Galamsey, Messi who? And on this matter of Galamsey, I'll say it again. The NDC lied their way to power.
Is that not too hard?
In Galam stop. The composition of Operation Galam stop is the same composition of this 9 months. They were using high intelligent military apparatus. Colonel Boa, why a pamper old boy? He's friends to one of the seniors who Sonny Rocky. They communicate or Beno. I mean some personal conversations that we are privy to. And I'm telling one authority, he's a fantastic senior military apparatus. But the fact of the matter is that it is not the same thing that go to Obuase Vanguard. They were building box houses. At the time we were part of the MPP. What didn't you do? These are rhetorics. So you see, for somebody, the allegation, you see, let's go into the substantive matter. According to the eyewitness account, MP never say, only the no term, because no you're north. And Collins down the higher south. And what is a hey, do Collins? I mean, look at another man the same way. Like, seriously. Another man say, where another man say, and not hey, be no afraid. Or no Collins down and also, Kohe Mammy, me knew me were returning to Kohe, dear Cosso Mammy. Or more, this is not the narrative. According to eyewitness account, when the team got to, in fact, they were passing by, then they got intelligence that there is a moving excavator. So you see, because randomized because they don't want to give people clues. On the now, mama kana bisu beye ya yede abanka baguninsa. On one party for children the way of the old woman was going to give Ghanaians some resource because it's how Rambo style. You don't know because the problem of Galamsey is that when you structure operations and they are intelligent, but Mame Hanabisu star be able to appear no need him then he does the rest that obey. So, but any uncle so san. Oh, okay, then let's go. No free. Intelligent officer or the intelligent officer didn't see force. Obaya, you're afraid the higher media. They came with the owner. The intelligent officer came with the owner. Let's put the conversation in perspective. I didn't end this for I'm the Ghana food diagram. I'm fight serious. Then now
comment here first. Okay, say NDC in Fagana serious.
I'm Fagana serious.
This is a government. This is a government. In less than a year, Emra Munim say war in existence at M1 on one lay bill in Parliament saying go through to get it repealed.
In as much as I may try MPP are buying a cheap for passing that law. They themselves, some of them knew it was a wrong law. And yes, a Bembra. Now you see, and this for having said that, do you know who was those select committees now? Were subcommittees, judicial subcommittees now normal. Do you know who was sitting on the committee as a ranking member before that law was passed? The current AG, Attorney General. He was on it. And so as bad as that law was, they had a hand in it. This is fact. Is any no before the bill was subcommittee no consider bill. The current Attorney General was part of it. He was the ranking member on it. So what they knew what they were doing.
But what the bill called
they knew.
parliamentary procedure.
See,
why first
I'm
reading,
saying that they knew.
Second reading, go through the necessary process.
Mama example. Okuga to us a ranking member on foreign affairs. Okuga to me resolution. Okuga to me pass on test not be press conference. What was Okuga trying to tell us that though I'm part of the committee, as an individual, I think this was not in to the benefit of the Ghanaian people. It gave Okuga to some credence. Even on this, if only because I says because and it tells a lot about the position of the young man to serve in his country.
Okay.
And away by man from Kotunchen. Having said that,
yes, na
MC akoje je to galam say for that's what thing or say MC e wo Brim Central. Oto former Bono regional secretary be catch say NPP at 20 years so to be a mo bi amfa pressure and to so on this same set you bet my playback. I can show you the evidence and we are because by the grace of God many Jeff what's happening there every bite bien you will be two any if this is the position of the MDs no one be catch oh yes or stay nene what me embodying tax according to the narrative tax
when embodying
the MP from the north.
Not what they are politics.
So now no.
He's been arraigned before court. So
that exactly. So listen. No, hold on. I'm saying that is what the narrative is. I'm not saying that these are some. You see,
that will not be fair.
You see,
no, it's fair.
No, but I've not said. I am saying yes. I am saying that this is the narrative from eyewitness. Meaning that there are allegations, but the point of the matter, the matter. No, hold on. The matter is that now the young man has been arraigned before court. I are granting the bail. The matter is pending investigation, so I will not be prejudicial.
Thank you. Then why
but nonetheless, the eyewitness account, the journalistic perspective, the journalistic account, every single one of them depicted that these young individuals were emboldened by. Because unim some them news,
okay.
NDC by and NDC by. There was a certain chairman in Dunkwa, NDC constituency chairman. He had a standoff with the task force.
Because the governance architecture,
no,
he chairs security.
This
is security, but at least
he wasn't NDC constituency.
Oh, okay.
Chairman,
I thought you said the
no, NDC constituency chairman.
Thank you, guys.
And so these people, yes,
Paul Yandoh, Mami Tionso on this matter.
You can't guarantee some part.
Minya solo kasane gabi kasa man kasa meti amayedi no mesre se dia misima ka bia no mumedi no muntie mi minya ye kase aban papa ba wo ho eye timamufuo no na wo se ka hu enya minya solo ene wo ba ya NDC ba yo regional director of GFEC what did he say peche ni pay wo twen wunwi o ti ase ni pick up wo ba e wo ndum jafra o ti ase aside that Mustafa Bande so am yat say sabusumi bia 200 million e constituency bia o mu fandi di keke it is nyame wanwa say wo mu kasa bampa na menti ase sana the reasons enema ekoyi ma wo mu etino minu mienu ayenya bi die ni de o me kan kire say aban papa ba abra minimu se enema kwa na ekosoro ya ti banku so ana undi banku udi fufu 80 series 70 series fufu ayedi no awia bia
mu fi aban na inflation yes
inflation
yes
it was around 21 it was around 18 there
23 no
what's that
23
me pato una me no kasa 23
that's say about 8%
about 8% no e dey na yati so
dollar ye ton say
o te dey American
na fu abam na fuel ye ton say at the pump
fuel was around 14.9
and I say
dollar was around 14
but I want ye nyina ye nyentum say see no per the economic indicators now things are better now than it was
and I may say
it's a fact that we can't
$10 so no yati banku so fried rice yate so 50 series near the top fried rice and then me the 20 series neto ya two pay mu wa wotie ya two pay mu but minimum said the same indicators no na akofo do 2 pay mu to every worker 25% and then aban papa ba no 10 matis the next year crowd here you be me 5 or 6 and ya asem ni aban papa ba ye tibia enye ye nyina ye filia enye eti wo munyai wo masem wo mo Ghana yate dollars so and translated to reduction of goods and services
translate
eti mesramo
it does
why ya two pay mu out here me say ya two pay mu iron rod unto iron rod say because what's that thing solo to iron rod say because we are regional director of Gefe.
Get your pen and your paper.
What you say what you say over to iron rod chese benku ayeto unto bie ube to iron rod eti u purchasing power akosoro ena mu dwa ya sum ena ba papa sana de mu nyantia bosu bibia 200 million na maje o out here we pay but you give it why now you find be apart from wo o ti ase na wo kan nsem we e de dada e ke kan nsem a wo pe me nua ma member e friend is saying 9 months is member ho na Chairman Wontumi de no let me state it me say or how any abebresa ye di chairman e fam wo no watu Job na nienti me kasa ne se
watu man
Job arehu ne wo Bible ma ye nyina anim now nipa ba ko ya freeze the pickups ya season the pickups ya season the excavators ya freezing the bank accounts tio ya freezing the bank accounts ya freezing the mobile money what you say ya freezing the mobile money now ukwa friend is saying CID yes, one report to every 2 weeks. Or Tony D was CID on Fabuku no Enko High Court and Fancoche register and say why yes adian. Nipa bako ya jine passport. Intiminu mi enu etie. Say to kwabi siya sesia Wontumi entimi to kwan. Ya sad in a picture up to all border towns. Ewa Ghana henyina. Ote di ayeka nasi. Now, osa report ewa Yoko every 3 days. Yoko for akwasisa de cars nyina o nti say Wontumi court agi say okohan car ene court o ti ase na no dia mesante ye de yakosisa Wontumi ntare ye nyina ntare ene ne mpabwa Yoko ni sia di omakosisa enti sesia no Wontumi ti hoi ne ntare yasesa ne mpabwa onzo court a o hye t-shirt Chairman enim no wo pam kaftan kama bia no wacha ne che yakosisa ne nyina so me kasansem wei ama yensem na ho enamu aye bubabubba mudin wo ti ase minia soroka ena enu owura forest okay forest na wo manso no so
all right, so that is it. Enti uti nkomodidi na anachese enye easy kra what you say she said ye Chairman Wontumi na ho akire na papa asebe busu benyado na ho adin sensamia na obi kana sem wiase ayewi unya o tadi food adufudi adia sebi ye dia sontro eni ja kwan what you say na ye mo bibi nso na wanya nso a okina no ye mo bio Chairman Wontumi sha se oye ne niema we ena Ghana for omodi omanu si ne ho na nka utie ye ena nka chese any mining concession bia no wo or withdraw the back na okata die na waye ne so a enka nye ni se ne Chairman Wontumi ababedu sambrewe and ohwe Chairman Wontumi recently okupie ngokota you can attest to the fact that Chairman Wontumi were reducing in weight. In fact odwindwin bebre na ohwe ni ye ni onye happy. He looked very unhappy and very unhealthy. Yes, because Wontumi didi kura. As him say that so Wontumi ye de Wontumi didi. The obey bian won hwe enko yimma. So that is the fact. What you say in teacher ma Wontumi say me no dia enkasa bri the meet me ya ni say me bompai na mo so free me nyankopon because the ekone de ano ahye. Obi nka say publish but enya hye akoroma ye ni awo ebegini jo. Now I've always been saying say MPP for no omun change your madwin. Say MPP for serious and can be to say Paul Yandoh omun man nkotena TV so and a radio so and defend the party no. Never that will happen because Paul Yandoh being a no ni kasa ni bibio no. It tells you say this guy he is not serious human being. Onyo bi oye serious. What in the mission I say? Onyo bi oye serious. I was say it me yeden your man etine TV so na ye defend the political party. In the MPP for can we have the men no. How are the men? And the men no one for him. Men no more come in 2024, 2020. And then where are those men? And they be a fa, brain a champon fa, a be a fa, papa go na bouquet de Japon fa, a be a fa, a yura, cobine Japon fa, and Dr. Hajibo Miaso men no, a be a fa honum, and a men and people for now, my day or mass plate. Or much into a mass is men I am menless. Opportunity we saw we cassette and party and the candidate we you see no way you see. And I think say it is the high time when people for also say consider all these things for the betterment of their party, for the betterment of themselves. And this are on the papa. NDC communicator and so near will defend it, but if you are a mechanism, Galamse ni dear, a idea about what Ghana for. Yedi ma NDC for so mo made dem mo solve enti se akoba ni se bi ebu se bi nyado edu ho no na mo ntimi anya there is no excuse akwada bi a waye late a teacher ni peni twa na to ma no there is no excuse for that punishment though we ye den di odi beto ochi no wo sa ho before so bi bisa question ni de obedin obi bisa wo enti no NDC for yes we know very well say you are putting more effort in what the Galamsey menace. Monyede mo na nine muso no mo mabamumbu de kwesi wo hwidie masotifin north in the half region no mo mabamumbu. You continue to work hard and we believe in young Germany mama as well as ye kana ye boa odina to ano say omunye de wundi nine muso ni no munye edumaten say mutimi yes we know very well say 2028 MPP is not coming say be am margin no emuntwe na omunko kase MPP for njina so mfanye campaign in 2032 nkase NDC for bomudi 1.7 million votes and omudi biti ene your election says what it tells you how a Ghana for etimunko so anya adwuma no na nka yebekwa akoto babio na yi 2 million vote flat na mo de yi MPP for na chese say the MPP for party no it is sinking into an ocean and also it is I mean it is just collapsing. What in the nature on us it is an adeno. It's a metro so we have been to know like it in our share for any beer. Paul Yandoh he is just a comic reliever. And anytime I hear from him, manage because or make any sense in politics. Obano politics they are worry. The kasa any and reaction doesn't make sense to me. Minimum there was wording, Chilawabi, Diana Mega, bye bye.